Hello everyone, this is Wonder TV again, and our next video is about our solo trip to Munich, Germany. And as I wandered around Bavaria, Germany, I have discovered the beauty and magical castles such as Neuschwanstein Castle and Linderhof Palace, located in Munich, Germany. I hope you will enjoy this video and keep on smiling, and thank you so much. And before anything else, if you haven't subscribed to Wonder TV channel, please do so and click on the notification bell as well. Share it to your friends. Enjoy watching.
Yeah, enjoy the view. Just to mention, if you have any problems with walking or with your feet, I tell you, there in Neuschwanstein you would have to walk quite much, because Neuschwanstein is lying on a small mountain, and in order to reach Neuschwanstein Castle you would either have to walk uphill about 30 to 40 minutes, or you can take horse carts, which costs €6 per person. You can take the horse carts uphill, and the third option is to take a shuttle bus. The shuttle bus goes to Marysbridge. The shuttle bus costs €2.50 per person and takes 10 minutes to Marysbridge. But from Marysbridge you still have to walk downhill about 10 minutes to the castle. Inside Neuschwanstein Castle there are many stairs up and down. There's no elevator. And after the guided tour, then you would have to walk downhill the whole way down. So after the guided tour you would have to walk downhill, which takes about 30 minutes to the bus, to the car park. If you have any problems with walking, then let me know. Then you should consider if you like to visit Neuschwanstein Castle. Yeah, because then if you don't like to go inside the castle, then of course you don't have to pay the entrance fee. Regarding the entrance fees for both castles, we have two guided tours today, one in Linderhof, one in Neuschwanstein Castle. For both castles it's €25 for adults, and kids pay for both castles just €5. I guess now the whole bus are children now. Yeah. I counted 7 kids. I will not check your IDs. Sometimes it can happen that the castles check the IDs, but it's not my job to check the IDs. Yeah, here in front you can see a blue sign showing Starnberg. Hours later, the servants looked for them, they searched, and suddenly the servants found the dead bodies in the lake close to the shore. Of course, there were many researches made about the death of Ludwig, but nobody could find out the truth. There are also wrong documents existing about the death of Ludwig, so it's really difficult to find out how and why it happened. Yeah, shortly before his death, King Ludwig II, he was arrested in Castle Neuschwanstein. He was arrested by a committee. The ministers in Munich, they were quite fed up with Ludwig because he did not concentrate on politics so much anymore. And Ludwig was too peaceful for them, too soft, too back from this walk. Hours later, the servants looked for them, they searched, and suddenly the servants found the dead bodies in the lake close to the shore. Of course, there were many researches made about the death of Ludwig, but nobody could find out the truth. There are also wrong documents existing about the death of Ludwig, so it's really difficult to find out how and why it happened. Yeah, shortly before his death, King Ludwig II, he was arrested in Castle Neuschwanstein. He was arrested by a committee. The ministers in Munich, they were quite fed up with Ludwig because he did not concentrate on politics so much anymore. And Ludwig was too peaceful for them, too soft, too II. And when Ludwig was young, he often accompanied his father on exciting hunting excursions. The name Linderhof comes from an old linden tree which has been standing in the park since Ludwig's lifetime. But probably we will not see the linden tree because we will go inside the castle and we won't visit the park. Yeah, Ludwig, he admired the French kings living back in the 18th century. So in the palace you will find many symbols and ornaments reminding of the Sun King of France, King Ludwig XIV, Roi Louis XIV. And Ludwig, he admired them so much because the French kings, they could decide on everything on their own. They had an absolute power. But when Ludwig lived back in the 19th century, he could not decide on everything because there were the ministers sitting in the cabinet, and the much older ministers, they often thought they knew better than the young King Ludwig, so they were often blocking Ludwig's decisions. When Ludwig lived, there was a constitutional monarchy, so the king did not have the only power. here the beautiful Bavarian landscape surrounding us. On the left hand side you can see a buzzard flying, looking for mice. And you see these wooden huts here on the meadows, and they are for storing hay. Ludwig and his younger brother Otto, they had a quite strict childhood. Of course, they had to go to in Linderhof Palace. Inside the palace, the guided tour takes 25 minutes. And after the guided tour, please come straight back to the bus. We will park the bus on the parking lot. And as there will be probably many buses standing, don't forget your boarding passes. And I will also give you the bus number. Our bus number is 5757. So there are many buses, and that you know which is the right one. Our bus number is 57.
Your pardon. I pardon you. Solo pequeño.